The NASCAR Cup Series is heading up north to the Pocono Raceway for a 400-mile race after a weekend that, in my opinion, a lot of NASCAR team personnel are going to want to forget. And I'm going to talk about that very controversial topic here in a little while. But most importantly, I'm here today to give y'all my full-on predictions for Pocono. I'm going to give y'all my winner, second place, third place, fourth place, and fifth place, and even a dark horse. So stay tuned for that. But enough said here, and on to the intro we go. Alrighty here, you can obviously see my Pocono race picks right there, but I do want to talk about Mexico City for one quick second, not about the race itself, but I want to talk about the experiences, because there have been a lot of Twitter posts been created within the last 48 hours about their experiences down there in Mexico City, and I would say 80% bad, 20% good. It is not a good look, in my opinion, from an outsider's perspective. But here's what I've been seeing. Obviously, Daniel Suarez going back to his home country and racing in front of a home crowd is a very big deal. And I'll be the first to tell you, it was quite chilling as a race fan to watch him cross the start and finish line as P1 in the Xfinity Series and the crowd erupt. That was just insane. It was awesome. And it's just a priceless moment in NASCAR. You really can't hope for anything better. It seemed like it was a part of the movie, a perfect ending, if you will. So kudos there for Daniel Suarez winning for his home crowd, which they were very pleased and excited to see. But outside of that, we have seen a lot of drivers and team personnel get very sick. And the leading factor is tap water. Tap water has gotten Noah Gragson, Ryan Blaney, SVG, and plenty other Cup drivers. I mean, he had Ryan Ellis and Matt DiBenedetto and a couple of other Xfinity drivers get very sick from. And they're going to go back to the States battling an illness. So this is something that you really don't want to have, but then again, you really can't do too much about it, but avoid the stuff down here in Mexico, like the food and drinks. If you avoid that, you're going to go hungry. And if you go hungry, it opens up a whole new can of worms. So not a good look there, in my opinion. And I think that traveling was very smooth at first until you started hearing about the flight delays. It was very crappy. Airlines in America and not the best. And just a lot of drivers and teams having to travel from Charlotte to Atlanta, then to Mexico City. Just too chaotic. They could have done better there with the flying logistics going there. But hopefully things go smoothly going back. But we also saw a Twitter post posted by Tab Boyd, the spotter of the 47 car for Hayek Motorsports, say that he was bribed of money leaving his hotel. And that right there doesn't happen in the United States. And I'll be the first to tell you, you don't want that happening. That's not a good look. These are professional drivers and teams. Do you see anybody, like a typical fan, getting close to Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes when they go down to Sao Paulo or any other country in the world? No! They got such a big barrier between them and the crowd. And I know NASCAR is a sport where they like to connect close to fans like us, and so be it. But when you're out of country, you've got to be much more aware about the situation and what you're around. And I felt like NASCAR didn't do the best it could have to protect its teams and personnel. And it's just not a good look. And from an outsider's perspective, I hope they do not go back to Mexico City next year. I'm not a big fan of it. The track was awesome. The rain brought some excitement. But the experiences, though, let me just say, it's better to stay in the States and go down below the border. But there you go there. But winning Pocono, let's get back on Pocono. I think Chase Elliott is going to win it. Chase Elliott is due for a win. He's getting more competitive by the weeks. He is starting to chase down his teammates and becoming a top Hendrick driver. And he'll win Pocono. P2 will be Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is on a one-race win streak. Technically, he didn't race Mexico City. But he's going to come to Pocono very rejuvenated after a off week. And he's going to do really well. P2. P3, William Byron. P4, Ryan Preece in the 60. He has kind of been dull lately, but he'll change things around, in my opinion. P5, Alex the Showman Bowman. Dark horse, Carson Hocevar. And if you're Carson Hocevar and you're watching this video, go to Michigan. this week. Go home, learn how to box, and then go to Pocono. Prepared. Going into the garage, have your fist balled up. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to be right there for you. We saw it post-race. He said, see me in Pocono. And I don't know what to make of this. Obviously, they can't fight in Mexico because that opens up a whole new can of worms and they could get into much more trouble. But Stenhouse already telling Jose Varve he's going to kick his, you know what, in Pocono. Just not a good look. If it were to happen, we're going to be like, oh, here's a man of his word. He was a man of his word before Kyle Busch. Just saying. We do not need to let a cheap shot happen. If you're going to fight, let them have an equal chance at each other. Don't let one hit one and be broken up and have one bloodied, black-eyed. No, you don't want that. If you're going to do this, let them have a chance. If someone gets ahead of one another, like, you know what I mean, like messing them up, break it up. But give both drivers a chance to, make a statement here. But we'll see what happens there. I'm sure NASCAR will try its best not to let it happen. But I don't think a fight right now in NASCAR is what it needs to be much more popular. I don't think it is. It does no good from it. You don't see Formula One drivers fighting. And look how popular that sport's getting. Nobody wants to see it. It's not a good look. The sponsors hate it. And the executives hate it. So it's best to stay away from it. Yes, I love the storylines and drama unfolding just because of them running into each other on track. But I don't think a fight is going to stop Carson Hocevar from being much more aggressive. I think, if anything, it's going to make him more aggressive. So I don't know what Stenhouse is really wanting to do here. I don't like the idea of telling him, see me in Pocono, this and that. No, cut the crap. Stenhouse, you've been in Cup Series for what, over 10 years? You haven't done crap besides win a couple of plate races. Yes, he won the 500. Don't get me wrong. The 500 is the biggest race in NASCAR. Don't get me wrong. But outside of that, hasn't done crap. He was with RFK for a while, then got the boot, went to JTG, Deltery, and I think he's not going to do any better ride-wise in his career, or no less. He's going to be a driver in that 47 till the time he retires. And there's nothing wrong with that, but like, Hocevar is trying to make a name for himself, something that he failed to do, Stenhouse failed to do in his early years in Cup. That's all I'm saying. What do you think about today's video? Comment down below. Is today's video a tad bit over the line with statements, or am I just right on? Tell me, comment down below.